On February 4, 2016, unknown hackers used SWIFT credentials of Bangladesh Central Bank to send more than 36 fraudulent bank transfer requests to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, asking the bank to transfer $951 million of the Bangladesh bank's funds to bank accounts in the Philippines, Sri Lanka, and other parts of Asia. A printer error helped Bangladesh Bank discover the heist. The bank's SWIFT system is configured to automatically print out a record each time a money transfer request goes through. The printer works 24 hours so that when workers arrive each morning, they check the tray for transfers that got confirmed overnight. But on the morning of Friday, February 5th, the director of the bank found the printer tray empty. When bank workers tried to print the reports manually, they couldn't. The software on the terminal that connects to the SWIFT network indicated that a critical system file was missing or had been altered. When they finally got the software working the next day and were able to restart the printer, dozens of suspicious transactions spit out. The Fed Bank in New York had apparently sent queries to Bangladesh Bank questioning dozens of the transfer orders, but no one in Bangladesh had responded. Panic ensued as workers in Bangladesh scrambled to determine if any of the money transferred had gone through. Their own record system showed that nothing had been debited to their account yet and halt any orders that were still pending. They contacted SWIFT and New York Fed, but the attackers had timed their heist well. Because it was the weekend in New York, no one there responded. It wasn't until Monday that bank workers in Bangladesh finally learned that 5 of the transactions had gone through, amounting to $101 million. The hackers managed to get $81 million sent to Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation in the Philippines via 4 different transfer requests. The $81 million was deposited into 4 accounts at the Rizal branch in Manila on February 4th. These accounts had all been opened a year earlier in May 2015 but had been inactive with just $500 sitting in them until the stolen funds arrived in February this year. The Bangladesh Bank managed to halt $850 million in other transactions. Bangladesh Bank managed to get Pan Asia's Banking to cancel the $20 million that had already been received and reroute that money back to Bangladesh Bank's New York Fed account. But the $81 million that went to Rizal Bank in the Philippines was gone. It had already been credited to multiple accounts, reportedly belonging to casinos in the Philippines. All but $68,000 of it was withdrawn on February 9th, before further withdrawals were halted. The manager of the Rizal Bank branch has been questioned about why she allowed the money to be withdrawn on the 9th, even after receiving a request that day from Bangladesh Bank to halt the money. The hackers might have stolen much more if not for a typo in one of the money transfer requests that caught the eye of the Federal Reserve Bank in New York. The hackers apparently had indicated that at least one of the transfers should go to the Shalika Foundation, but they misspelled foundation as fandation.
You had one job. Just the one.
Hackers installed malware on the bank's network to prevent workers from discovering the fraudulent transactions quickly. In the case of Bangladesh Bank, the malware subverted the software used to automatically print SWIFT transactions. The hackers installed it on the bank system sometime in January, not long before they initiated the bogus money transfers on February 4th. Federal prosecutors in the United States have revealed possible links between the government of North Korea and the theft. According to this report, U.S. prosecutors suspected that the theft was perpetrated by criminals backed by the government of North Korea. The report also said that to be included in the charges are alleged Chinese middlemen who facilitated the transfer of the funds after it had been diverted to the Philippines. Some security companies, including Symantec Corp and BAE Systems, claimed that the North Korea-based Lazarus Group, one of the world's most active state-sponsored hacking group, probably behind the attack. They cite similarities between the methods used in the Bangladesh heist and those in other cases, such as the hack of Sony Pictures Entertainment in 2014, which U.S. officials also attributed to North Korea. Cybersecurity experts say Lazarus Group was also behind the WannaCry ransomware attack in May 2017 that infected hundreds of thousands of computers around the world. Russian computer security company Kaspersky Lab said a multinational gang of cyber criminals had stolen as much as $1 billion from as many as 100 financial institutions around the world in 2014 and 2015. Cybersecurity experts brought in to investigate and found hackers' footprints that suggested the system had been compromised. These experts could also tell that the attack originated from outside Bangladesh. They said adding the bank is looking into how they got into the system, and an internal investigation is ongoing. Bangladesh officials are scrambling to trace the money, shore up security, and identify weaknesses in their systems. They said there is little hope of ever catching the hackers, and it could take years before the money is recovered.